Today we'll be looking at the career and the life of Osmond Oz Ryan, who served in the United States Army and the United States Army Cyber Command. Osmond Ryan was born sometime in the 1980s in Central Florida. However, he had a lonely uprising, where he didn't have a huge family nor that many friends, and as Oz grew older, he became interested in the growing technology around him, and he would spend most of his formative years around computers and becoming a self-taught gray hat hacker, which is a hacker that may sometimes violate laws or typical ethical standards. Oz would hack and exploit some of the world's most secure servers, and then provide fixes for money. However, this activity caught the attention of some important people within the U.S. Army, one of those being General Herschel Shepard. Shepard would be impressed by Oz and his skill set and recommended that he joined Graves' Shadow Company, which was a U.S. PMC that worked closely with the general. Oz would join the Shadows in an unofficial capacity. During his early years with the Shadow Company, Commander Graves took Oz under his wing and taught him how to fight on the front lines. He also taught him what it meant to be a leader. As the years went on, the two developed a great brotherhood. However, it was in 2022 where Oz would be heavily tested after Shadow Company and General Shepard would lose U.S. missiles, which would later lead to a blue-on-blue crime in Las Almas, Mexico, against members of the British Special Air Service. Commander Graves would be under investigation by the FBI, and after this, Graves would disappear. However, Graves would contact Oz privately and make him the Shadow Company's de facto leader in his absence. Oz proved that his loyalty and friendship with Graves was unique, and through this act, Oz would lead the Shadow Company, making sure that the narrative around the ruthless PMC didn't get out of hand, all while dealing with the conflicts in the Middle East and the fight against Makarov and his men. Oz would deliver and the Shadows wouldn't falter. It would be later in 2023 where Graves would re-emerge and retake control of his Shadow Company. Oz would step back into his former role with Grace and continue to help the Shadows and Graves in their ongoing conflicts. Osmond Oz Ryan is a character that I've always liked. He's always caught my attention, and one that I wanted to look a little deeper into today. I enjoy his friendship and his relationship with Commander Graves, as it gives both of them more of a human element. He doesn't appear to be your traditional operator, but it doesn't make him any less dangerous. Hopefully Oz and the Shadows can return in the upcoming Modern Warfare 4.